All right, it's June the 9th. I want to call the prison at Yazoo City and try to find out more information. I have heard they've put Pastor Kent Hovind in the hole, which is solitary confinement. He still has over 60 days until August the 9th. So it can be absolute torture, just absolute torture. Imagine spending all your time in some little hole on, I don't even know if they give him a mattress, and he receives his food through a hole in the door. He doesn't get to interact with any other people, and just being stuck there with nothing to do. And imagine 2 hours go by, 3 hours go by, and you still have the rest of the day, and then you got 60 days. It can drive any normal man insane. To sit in a situation like that, and that's what they've done to Pastor Hovind, and it appears for no apparent reason. I have my suspicion as to what happened, and that is these reprobate, degenerate, bastard, atheist trolls who've come against Pastor Hovind and who take joy in the fact that Pastor Hovind is suffering. They've called the prison and they've told the prison some lie, or they found some video and they've tried to make some case that Pastor Hovind has broken some rule when he absolutely has not broken any rules, but they've convinced the prison leadership, specifically that warden Marcus Martin, that he has broken some rule. And the warden or the prison leadership at Yazoo City has made some decision that they're going to punish Pastor Hovind, and that the reprobate bastards are taking a great amount of joy that they've made a phone call to the prison and it's resulted in Pastor Hovind being stuck in the hole. They're just gleefully, gloating. But these reprobate bastards, God's going to kick in their teeth one of these days, and I ain't going to shed one tear. But in the meantime, I'm going to call the Yazoo Prison City, and I'm going to try to get confirmation and more information about what's going on, and I'm going to be very polite about it. But let's do that. Their phone number is 662-751-4800.
You have reached the Federal Correctional Complex, Yazoo City, Mississippi, Low Institution. If this call is in reference to an inmate, you can dial 0. Please hold for assistance.
That's pretty interesting. You think they got me on caller ID, so whenever I call, it just does something like that? I think that's very interesting. Let's try it again. That's very interesting.
You have reached the Federal Correctional Complex, Yazoo City, Mississippi, Low Institution. If this call is in reference to an inmate, you can dial 0 or stay on the line. If you know, please hold for assistance.
Okay, now this is a federal prison. They're supposed to answer the phone, and they have been answering the phone. You'd thinking they're changing the policy just for Pastor Hovind because they're getting so many phone calls. I hope that a federal prison that's supposedly run by United States taxpayer money hasn't made a policy to throw Pastor Kent Hovind in the hole and refuse to answer public phone calls. That's just absolutely absurd. Let's try one more time.
You have reached the Federal Correctional Complex, Yazoo City, Mississippi, Low Institution. If this call is in reference to an inmate, you can dial 0 or stay on the line. Please hold for assistance.
CC Yazoo City Laws is calling in reference to an inmate or staff.
It's a call in reference to an inmate.
Hold, please. Ma'am, what's the inmate name?
Kent Hovind, Kent Hovind. Hello, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm looking to check for his name.
Oh, okay. I have his registration number, too.
Okay, I'm going to get it. What's the registry number?
Okay, it's 06452-017.
His last name is Hovind?
Hovind, Hovind.
Okay, hold please.
Yeah, I was speaking to a lady, and she had taken my inmate registration number and name, and the next thing I know, I'm speaking to the front lobby. I didn't know, maybe she transferred me for a reason, I'm not sure. I have a question about an inmate.
Hold on one moment.
Okay.
FCC Yazoo City is calling reference to staff or an inmate.
It's calling in reference to an inmate, and they've transferred me 3 times. I'm not sure why, but I just got a question regarding an inmate.
Okay, sir. What is that inmate's name and number?
Kent Hovind, K-E-N-T, space, H-O-V-I-N-D, and the number is 06...
Wait, H-O-L...
No, I'm sorry, it's H-O-V-I-N-D.
H-O-V-I-N-D. Okay, and that's the last name. What is his register number?
06452-017.
Okay, and what was the question regarding the inmate?
Okay, yesterday I should have received a phone call and an email from him, but I did not, so I'm concerned about him. I didn't know if he's been moved from some other place other than the general population, and I'm just concerned about his situation. Can you tell me anything about if he's in the general population or has been moved out?
Sir, I've got to look him up. I've got to place you on hold, okay?
Okay.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
His counselor is not available to answer your questions. The best advice I can give you is just call back at a later time.
Okay, so but you can't tell me if he's in the general population of Yazoo City Federal Corrections Camp?
I work in the front lobby, sir. I can't give you any information on the inmate. You can go to our website, and it can give you all the public information that is available on this inmate.
Okay. Oh, wow. You know what his counselor's name is?
Yes, sir. When you call back, I'll transfer you to him.
Okay. So you okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll call you right back, and you're going to transfer me to the counselor's voicemail?
When he's available. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll call back right now then.
He's not available right now.
Oh, I thought you were going to transfer me to his voicemail.
No, sir.
Oh, he doesn't have voicemail?
Give me 30 minutes and call back.
Give you 30 minutes and call back. All right. Well, thank you very much. All right. So these guys have thrown Pastor Hovind in the hole. They're refusing to answer any questions about whether he's been thrown in the hole. And they want me to call back in 30 minutes. Okay. I'm thinking right now the only way to make noise and shine light like Gideon's army is we got to flood this prison with phone calls and emails, and just phone calls, mainly phone calls, I guess. And we got to ask questions like, where is Pastor Hovind? Has he been put has he been put in solitary confinement? If so, why? Can he receive books? Why has his email privileges been taken away? Why has his phone privileges been taken away? Can he receive mail? Can he receive books? And just keep pressuring him. And listen. What's happened here is that the enemy camp has made up some story. They've called the prison. They've told some lie about Pastor Hovind, and the prison The prison has believed it, and they've punished Kent Hovind. Now the enemy camp, which is a bunch of reprobate hyenas from hell, are laughing and gloating and jumping up and down with joy that their story worked, and Pastor Hovind is suffering persecution right now. But God's going to kick in these hyenas' teeth at some point, and it's going to be just like that snake we walked by last night. They're going to be crushed, and I'm not going to shed one tear when God crushes them for the evil that they're doing to Pastor Hovind.